Have you ever seen a streetlight out and wondered how technicians figure out what's wrong? It's not always as simple as screwing in a new bulb, especially with those powerful HPS lights. Today, we're going to talk about the tricks and tools electricians use to troubleshoot these systems right in the field. High-pressure sodium lamps are a bit tricky because they need a really powerful but super short burst of high voltage, sometimes 2500 to 4000 volts, just to kickstart them. Imagine trying to see a lightning bolt with just your eyes. It's too fast. To actually see that incredibly brief voltage burst, you'd normally need a fancy piece of equipment called an oscilloscope. But oscilloscopes are expensive, fragile, hard to see in bright daylight, and a nightmare to set up in a bucket truck or on a ladder. They're just not practical for quick fixes out on the street, so electricians rely on other methods. You might think, why not just use a voltmeter? That's the tool electricians use to check voltage. Well, voltmeters have limited use here, and you have to be careful. If you try to measure that starting voltage directly, that super high, super fast spike could actually damage the voltmeter. So they can only be used to check basic voltage after the starting circuit is disconnected. Even if the voltmeter is protected, it can only tell you if some voltage is present. It cannot tell you if the voltage has enough strength or current to actually light the lamp. Think of it like this. Imagine you're trying to fill a bucket with a leaky garden hose. The voltmeter might tell you there's water pressure or voltage in the hose, but it cannot tell you if there's enough water flowing or current to fill the bucket quickly. If there's a loose connection, the voltmeter might still read voltage, but the tiny amount of current that can get through isn't enough to light the lamp. The lamp needs a strong, steady flow, not just pressure. Sometimes a street light isn't working because of two separate problems. This can be really confusing. For example, let's say a light fixture has a loose power connection, problem 1, and a tiny arc caused by that loose connection also broke the lamp starter circuit, problem 2. If you just put in a new, good HPS lamp into this fixture, it won't light up, and you'll be scratching your head why. Electricians use a special testing tool called a Luminous Wattmeter. This isn't a regular HPS lamp. It's a special test bulb that can light up even with lower than normal power, helping identify partial problems. When faced with a light that won't turn on, the electrician will install the Luminous Wattmeter instead of the regular HPS lamp. They will leave the Luminous Wattmeter installed until it actually lights up. For example, if they fixed a loose power connection, the Luminous Wattmeter should then light up, telling them that the main power issue is resolved. Now, if the Luminous Wattmeter lights up, but when you put the original, known good HPS lamp back in, it still doesn't light, that's the aha moment. It means there are two problems. The power connection is fixed because the wattmeter lit, but the HPS lamp still won't start. This points directly to the starter circuit being defective. Trying to find these two-part problems with any regular HPS lamp can be incredibly frustrating and a waste of time. The Luminous Wattmeter acts as a crucial stepping stone. In very, very rare cases, a faulty ballast or capacitor might let the Luminous Wattmeter light, but still not allow regular HPS lamp to start, even with a good starter. But this is extremely uncommon, and most technicians will probably never see it. Don't worry about that huge 2500 to 4000 volt starting spike hurting the luminous wattmeter or causing it to explode. That spike lasts for such a tiny fraction of a second and has such low power or current that it's actually harmless to the test equipment. Always wear safety glasses when working with any type of light bulb. While rare, there's always a freak chance that the lamp could break or explode. Protecting your eyes is paramount. So the next time you see a technician working on a streetlight, you know they're not just guessing. They're using smart troubleshooting techniques and specialized tools to quickly and safely diagnose problems, keeping our communities well lit. Thanks for listening.